Back again, YouTube, but this time it's for something really serious. So, I'm playing this season, having fun with the whole underwater sections and stuff. Even got the whole, even transmogged my gear to look like this. Look like the season. I gotta say this, though. I'm finally seeing the problem that Bungie is doing. Like, at first I had benefit of the doubt they'll finally do something right. But I entirely take it back now. At this point, I'm losing hope in these companies. Like, Fortnite decided... It's like when I was playing Fortnite earlier, and I'm about to leave that game completely now, because I just can't do it with all the anime bullshit collabs they're doing. Like, at this point, these companies are going to die. They're going to fail. And then they're going to have to move on to some other thing that's going to keep them from getting homeless. Because they're not listening to us, guys. I'm saying this as a community as a whole for gaming. They're not listening to us because they just increased the price for the season. Yeah, and yes, why I did buy the season, why I did buy it, I got to say this. Despite me buying this season, I am not okay with the price being 100, I'm not okay with the price being 1,200. It was 900 last season. It was 900 the other seasons. So, what the fuck, and the other stuff I was mad at because it was things that they could fix, like making bounties more acceptable and making some of the old ones, like the older bounties, like go hunt nightmares or stuff. You can change those to some different bounties, You can change them to something different, make them more logical for the time. But instead of doing that and causing weapon fixes and bug fixes and also making sure the game can load a lot faster on everything, and I mean everything, like including menus, because it still takes like 300 years to fucking wait for a goddamn loading screen to pop up in the middle of combat. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that long, even though PC players get to have it really fast. Us console players are left behind in the dust when we're trying to get into a fucking thing to change our gun. Doesn't help. Does not help, okay? Talking to you developers does not help us when you won't fix that for us console players. And I must say this honestly, you've gone too far though. Because out of all the corporate decisions you've made, you've gone too far. Making the season that much more pricey and making more items that you said you were never going to do again because it failed you. Now that you're redoing the stuff with the store, making certain like shaders and like, I get making like certain items like ornaments, I guess you would call them, or transmogged items. I get that you want to make some of them in the store, but seriously, making almost everything that you said you weren't going to do again, return, with the same price tag on the season, which I'm still very pissed about, it's not worth it, okay? You're gonna start losing players if you keep doing this shit. What's next? You're gonna because Lightfall failed doesn't mean you get the fucking right to make things more expensive because you think you need to make yourself feel better. Okay? You are owned by fucking Sony. You literally won the console wars. Because Xbox failed. Because they don't know how to make a good exclusive game anymore. Halo has been totally destroyed without you guys. And you know what? Good on them for fucking up Halo. Because at least now this game is better than it. I can say that. But with all these new things, like when I was playing it, not only are they adding bullshit collabs, they removed trios, and now they're not allowing us to have fun with certain other things, like you have to go back to the lobby every time in pub lobbies, not ranked or whatever used to be arena. Thanks to that update where it's just ranked and not arena, you now, and I'm shitting you not, you now can you can only go into solo, duos, and squads. They removed trios like assholes. And not only that, they decided to think, okay, if we're going to do that, might as well just remove the ability to play back-to-back matches. So every time you win or lose in a match, you must return to lobby and then go back into the match. Instead of just waiting for a loading screen to play so you can go into a new match. And now I've seen so many players leave Fortnite in the small amount of time that they have made that update. They screwed everything up. And I'm telling you, Bungie, if you follow the same rules that these other companies are doing now, going mega corporate, you're going to ruin your game. Okay? You're better than EA. You're better than Epic Games. You are better than them, mostly because you are still here. Why they are losing players by the dozen each goddamn year from their stupid corporate decisions, you are still here. But yet now you're trying to become like them because you're getting greedy. What happens to the person who gets greedy? They lose it all, and then they keep trying to earn their wealth back because their greed keeps them going. It's not too late to remove your greed, Bungie. It ain't too late to remove this. Okay? You can remove this stupid curse you're placing upon yourself and getting back into order with your community. Listen to the community. Listen to the suggestions they have. You might understand or actually start seeing that they are doing good by you. You listen to what they want. Like, here's what we want. We want something simple. We just want exotics we want exotic balances. That makes more sense. I know some people are going to be like, well, my exotic's OP, but I don't want that to happen. Well, too bad. It's for everybody's benefit. We want easier gameplay. We want Neomuna, Lightfall's location on Neptune. We want that to be just every enemy to return to normal as any other destination instead of just being heavy hitters all the goddamn time. That's not okay, man. We don't want to be playing a legendary campaign every time we just go on in patrol mode. We don't want that. That's not making the game more difficult. It's making it annoying. Please listen to our suggestion about that. What else we want is just really easy to implement. Well, technically, it would probably take a month or two to probably like figure out how to do it, and then another few months to implement it. But we just want a better customization system for our characters. Like our main character, we want to be able to not only put a name onto our character. We want to put names on our characters, like actual names that we can type out, and it has that. So, like, I can have a hunter name, like, my hunter has his own name, unique name, you know? And not only that, but you could also let us change our, like, let's say you want to change your hairstyle. Let that happen. Let us change our hairstyle. Let her change our exo's faceplates or colors, you know? Is that really so wrong? I want that. Hell, add beards. I know people are like, well, but if we change it to how we have sliders, don't change the sliders. Just add a few more face models for everybody, for both male and female and all races. Add better hairstyles. Please, for the love of God, the hairstyles. That's why I can't play a human that's not bald and black. I'm sorry, it's true. I can't play my hunter is a human, and I have to play as a black bald guy, because I can't. I just can't with the hairstyles when they're white. When they're a white guy, I cannot handle what their hairstyles looks like. It makes them look like a fucking idiot from the fucking 80s, okay? Please make different hairstyles that look better. And add facial hair, for fuck's sake. I want to make facial hair on my character so I can cover up those ugly-ass chins you have. But you won't do that, so we're just stuck dealing with bullcrap, man. Please consider that for your players. Jesus Christ. And not only that, and I have to say, and here's the next part I have to be honest about. Just the seasonal stuff you're doing, it's wrong. We also ask for, like, a little bit of silver in each season. Because if you're going to keep this price, you might want to consider next season having silver in the fucking thing. Remove some of these stupid things we don't need. What I mean is, like, in these empty spaces here, start putting silver. Like, on all the small empty spaces that you have nothing to put there but, like, random, like, bright dust and stuff. Just combine those bright dust pieces together like this, with these two bright dusts. Like, combine the 8 and the 300, and combine them together to put them there, and then, like, put silver right where the 8 is. Just do that here and there, like 100 silver for that, you know? And you know why? Because it would not only help us reduce our fucking price for your bullshit cost, but it would also let you know that you're not going to lose players, because at least then we can either use that silver for the seasons, which are most likely I'm gonna do, or we can use that stuff for the store that you have, the very thing you sometimes forget to fix with certain things. Like, seriously, just please consider this, Bungie. If I know no one listens to me, I know barely anyone listens to my videos, but seriously, Bungie. If you ever have a developer at your goddamn company that watches me, please take my ideas into consideration. Despite my cuss words, despite my mouth, I at least speak the truth. On behalf of all players, your ideas that you're starting to make now as a corporation is bullshit. Yes, I get it, it's your property, but you should be considerate of the people playing your game, because they're the one who makes your bills go round, alright? They're the ones who give you the money to keep going and to make that new game called Marathon that I see you're making. This is the thing that's going to help you make that. Okay? Please be considerate.